we got a seat safe in your favorite spot. The world's out there, but not in here. We're pouring joy, not feeding fear. So hang your worries on the old coat rack. Kick off the stress, don't look back. Leave your troubles at the door. We don't need them anymore. There's laughter in the air and kindness to spare. Like sunshine spilling on the floor. It's a brand new day, so pull up a cup. Coffee club's open, come fill up. Let the stories fly and the good vibes flow. We're all just friends you haven't met yet, you know. No headlines here, no judgment zone. Just real talk like back home. Bring your truth, your dreams, your grin. Everyone's welcome, come on in. We got cream and sugar and a whole lot of heart. And the best part is just where you start. Leave your troubles at the door. We don't need them anymore. There's laughter in the air and kindness to spare. Like sunshine spilling on the floor. It's a brand new day, so pull up a cup. Coffee club's open, come fill up. Let the stories fly and the good vibes flow. We're all just friends you haven't met yet, you know. This ain't just coffee, it's a little escape. With every sip we set the pace. Slow it down, breathe it in. This is where the good days begin. So leave your troubles at the door. Let them melt into the floor. With a smile and a sip, take a little trip to the place you've been looking for. Coffee club's open, the welcome's wide. Just bring your heart and leave your pride. Together we rise, we laugh, we love. One cup at a time in the coffee club. This ain't just coffee, it's a little escape. With every sip we set the pace. Slow it down, breathe it in, you know. This ain't just coffee, no welcome's wide. Just bring your heart and leave your pride. Together we rise, we laugh, we love. One cup at a time in the coffee club.
Good morning, Coffee Club. Coming at you at 12 o'clock on Thursday. Today is November the 6th. We have Steve and Arnie got a hairbag up here with us. Welcome in, everybody. Good morning, Gigi. Good morning, Mark and Charbaddy.
Morning.
Good intro, Mouse.
Say that again?
That was a good intro. I like the music. It was cool.
That's the epitome of my Coffee Club. Everything in that song.
I'm a provocateur. Oh.
Very nice.
So how is everybody doing?
I'm doing good.
Good.
Waiting for snow to hit Monday or Tuesday.
Oh, shoot.
Now, you know how I feel about that word here, but don't make me put you in the back chat because the SNOW, no. And I'm not here now. I know it's coming this weekend. I'm going to pretend like it's not here.
No, I said that just for your benefit.
I know. I live in the mountains and I hate the snow. Lizzie says, "Watch your mouth, hairbag."
I am a provocateur.
Okay, let's get you provocateuring.
There you go.
Okay.
AV.
I love it, man. I'm gonna make this a shirt. This is going to be a new shirt.
So we got any current events going on we want to pop off with first before we dive into the Philip conversation? What we got?
The last thing that I checked before I left, that flight that crashed, that plane that crashed.
Yeah.
That's the last thing that I remember people was talking about, that they was gonna figure out what happened, and because they said it looked like another world, a plane crashing in a neighborhood. That's never happened.
I saw some of the film of that. That looked bad.
Yeah,
it did.
Yeah, it took me a little while to find the good footage. But then the way it cartwheeled was crazy.
Yeah, it was like something through, or it hit something and it made it do that. Like, I was wondering, because when I seen it on the news, it kind of looked like it hit those power lines.
It's the plane that was being used. If you research the plane, it has takeoff issues. It is real hard to take off if it's
No.
heavy loaded.
Oh wow.
It's an MH something, and they said, yeah, it matches because first they were looking at drone strikes because this is I even told Mouse if you want to attack a plane, there's only two times you can do it: taking off and landing. That's when they're most vulnerable. But there was no the way the trajectory was, and it just says a loss of power.
Huh.
Unless anybody had anything else, but nah.
Gigi says she thinks it's an engine failure. Now, Gigi
Yeah.
is our air expert around here. She's the one with the plane, so we go to her when
No.
11.
That's exactly what I was gonna go to, right? Mouse, no. Anytime I have a plane, I'm like, hey, where Gigi at?
That's the best part about Coffee Club is you know a guy or you know a girl. It's like, we got them all.
Yeah, because I think me and you, when we did, remember that Black Hawk?
Uh-huh.
And Gigi husband owned that helicopter, and I was like, but the Black Hawk doesn't have that, so another plane warning system wouldn't go up. And that collaboration, knowing that a Black Hawk ain't gonna signal another plane's alert system, you would never
Right.
know that they're there. And they could turn it off so the airport couldn't be there. And I didn't think more. I think with Gigi and you, most of the population didn't know. If you see a Black Hawk, nobody else sees it.
Yeah, Gigi did the airplane, you did the helicopter, and I did the timeline. I did the radio tower is what I did, basically. And that's where,
Coordination.
yeah, and that's where we realized the mess up was in the tower.
Yeah.
Because the tower didn't really know at the exact time where the helicopter was at, and he gave him the wrong information. When he said, when you get to the bridge, drop to 200 feet, he had already passed the bridge.
But the key to me in that is 2 weeks later, our airport got hacked, and they had to shut it down. Remember that they shut
Yeah. That's what I was saying. It had to be the air traffic, whether it got hacked or not, whether the planes got something. The timing was off between the towers and the airplanes.
They remember. I forgot the alert. They found out that instead of hacking the air tower, you can hack inside the airport, which you can turn the lights off, and if you can create something inside the airport, now you have a problem.
Yeah.
And because they can go inside of the airport and create something rather than new age shit, y'all. That blew my mind.
But that's how we collaborate things. So today we're coming together and we're going to discuss the filibuster, what it is, what it means, why it's there, if it works, if it don't work. So we're going to start out. Let's talk about what a filibuster is. By definition, a filibuster is a political tactic used in the U.S. Senate to delay or block a vote. Well, that's kind of. Well, first let's talk about why we have to have the votes that we have to have. Why did we make it so that we had to cross party lines to get votes to pass something in the Senate?
Okay, in reference, is this about the government shutdown? So everybody will know where we at.
Oh, sure. Yes.
That? Okay, so this filibuster conversation is about the government shutdown that we're experiencing right now.
Well, yeah, the government shutdown is the filibuster we're facing at hand. The filibuster has always been a thing. And it's something that the government is talking about doing away with. Is that a smart thing to do?
Give me the pros and cons.
There's a lot of both, brother. I would say for the ones in the minority, at least they have a chance to keep their voice spoken. You get what I'm saying? They can't
Right.
vote on anything until, you get that point of it. The cons are that you got situations like you're in now where nothing's going on.
Right.
Okay, is Mr. Nobody right?
No, he is correct. It hasn't always been around.
Why was it created? Anybody know offhand, or any of our history buffs?
I think it was really created for the smaller party, the party that was in lesser control, to have some say over what's going on. Now, you'll have to fact check me.
Okay. The filibuster was created inadvertently in 1806 when the Senate, at the suggestion of Vice President Aaron Burr, removed the previous question motion from its rules, eliminating a way to end debate with a simple majority. It wasn't a formal, intentional creation by the founders, but rather an unintended consequence that allowed for unlimited debate, which was first used in 1806 and became common enough to be named filibuster by the 1850s.
Okay. Well, I was wrong.
Okay, the consequence, removing this rule, and that was the previous question motion. The rule had allowed a simple majority to end debate. Removing this rule created the right to ultimate debate, which could be used to delay or block legislation, although it wasn't initially its intended purpose.
Was this from the South?
Mm-hmm.
Well, 1806. Let's see. That's 40 years after the Constitution. So I'm thinking.
Because I'm thinking that's when you remember back in the South.
But this is still before the Civil War.
Yeah.
Civil War was 1830s.
Yeah.
That's correct.
See, I'm trying to figure out why.
So let's run through this.
Let's not get lost in the minutia of this, because we still understanding what a filibuster is in today's time.
Yes, sir.
Do you think it's so? I don't want us to get past. Right or wrong, do you think it's constitutional? And is removing it unconstitutional?
It is constitutional because it was written in 1806. So it's a constitutional thing, correct?
If you have the majority in the Senate, that's what this was.
Yeah. But is it right? Well, whatever goes around comes around.
I don't. I'm still lost. I'm apolitical. So when you say filibuster, I've always said once you got 60, you get to pass the votes. That's what I thought.
You do.
But
they did. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
There's not that many in the majority. So it takes part of the minority to get those votes.
Yeah.
Now,
You
to
need
get
5 or 6 of the other side to vote on anything to reach 60.
What's the problem?
What's the problem?
Yeah.
It allows each party to hold, it allows the minority party to hold the majority party hostage on any situation.
What's that word? What's that bad word, men, that we hate when women tell us? It's called compromise, right?
Yeah.
Why isn't anybody compromising? Remember, I'm military, so we had to compromise in Afghanistan. So y'all help me with this political shit.
Okay, well, just to ask that, we have to go to today and ask what is being held up with the filibuster and why won't we compromise? Well, if you look at what the Democrats want versus what the Republicans want, there's a vast difference, right? Democrats want some of their programs to be kept. Some of the programs are a bit wacky, if you ask me. Hey, Dragon.
So are you for or I don't know. So,
honestly, that's me, and that's why I wanted to have this conversation, because when it comes to removing the filibuster, I am on the fence. I see it can be a good thing, but I also see that it can be a bad thing.
Sure. Sure.
You mean not getting 5 votes?
No,
Um,
but oh, go ahead.
I can see right now how Democrats are using it to hold Republicans hostage for what they want, and these crazy programs that Elon wanted removed. There's a reason he went in the DOGE to remove all these crazy things from our budget that weren't necessary. Some of those things they want to keep, and we don't. Now the biggest one everybody is concentrating on, because it's a major one, but it's not the only one, and that's um, Medicare as it stands now. Because we know right now, um, with their legislation, illegal immigrants can get health care.
Do
So
you,
you,
th- Beta, do you think the people, everybody, hairbag, how y'all? Give me the percentage that you think American people want this shut down open. I don't know what it is, but they want the government back open. And if it is in the majority, do you think Americans want the government back open? Shouldn't they compromise? That's the conversation.
and
Hey, Dre.
But you got to open the government back up. I think is the point.
right, but do we give up?
Who
You
is
know.
we? Who is we?
Do
Who is we the majority or the
No,
majority?
we as Americans.
That was the question.
Do we give up the power to the majority, regardless of whose administration it is? Or, you know what I'm saying? Because to remove the filibuster means that the majority always has the power to do whatever they want, to pass anything they want.
No, I
Correct.
get that. No, I get that question. My question is, right today, if it was some way for us to do a vote of all the Americans that want the government turned back on, whatever the fuck it is, this stuff to be open. If
Uh-huh.
it's over 60% of Americans that want the
Yeah.
government open, don't you think they should compromise to what the American people want? But it's all dependent on what the percentage of each one of you.
And see, there's the
think.
hang up.
Yeah.
We know that because a majority of Americans voted for Trump, then it's easy to understand a majority of Americans don't want all the extra spending in our government.
No, but I get that. I'm saying if you was to do a poll, because the government is shut down, if each one of y'all was to say, I think 80% of the government wanted back on, maybe 40% wanted back on, maybe 80% wanted back on. If all of y'all believe the majority of Americans want it, isn't your job that you put there to do what the Americans want? Like who are they? I ain't gonna say who are your masters, or is it who you put up there to vote in the interest of Americans, or who you elected to be president? Because it's a difference that y'all not getting. And this is for everybody, because everybody has their own perception. Hey, lady. Like, what did you elect your... I get what you elected president for, but what did you elect the Senate and the Congress for? To do what you want, to do what the people want.
Right.
And if the people want the government back on, but people elected the president to shut it off, who do you elect?
We didn't elect for him to shut it off.
Who speaks for the people?
Well, our Senate right now.
You see why it's a personal conversation. How, in your opinion, everybody, how many Americans want this government shut back on?
I don't think many Americans want the government shut down.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't think
I can't see that. But I think your question bears on asking what, we're so far into it now.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? We're 5, 6 days into this thing. Now you're looking at, even at best, you're going to have to redate the CR.
Yeah, but still, it's everybody's opinion. It's just your opinion. Like when you ask her, hey, if I was interviewing Miles, between the government shutdown, how many Americans out of 100% do you think want the government turned back on? Personal question. Not, do you think, no, her question. Like, that's her opinion. You can't challenge it. Yeah. That's why I didn't say Republican part. Her opinion. It's just your opinion.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Can't argue with your opinion.
Everybody got one, don't they, brother?
Exactly.
Everybody got one of them damn things.
That's why I asked Hairbag, like, in your opinion, because it's what you see and what you feel in your area of the world. What I go through, and you know this, what I go through, you don't go through, and what Hairbag go through, Mouse don't go. So it's your opinion.
And to be quite honest, all four of us sitting up here have different expectations out of what we need our government to do in our own
Absolutely.
life.
Absolutely.
But also, you're the voice piece of your area.
Yeah.
If y'all don't, nobody would know.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. That's why I say, in your opinion. In your
Lord
area.
knows I'm the squeaky wheel in East Tennessee. Everybody knows that now. It's like, I will talk about it.
No, me. I'm a provocateur.
I think this is kind of on subject, so I'll say it. The other day I was talking to a friend, and he said, oh man, he won something, and he's got a little money now. But before, he said he called himself a Democrat. He cared about the people and all this shit. Now he's saying he's a Republican, and I said, why you change? He said, I got money now. I said, that should help you support your causes instead of being a dick.
There you go. I knew it was going to happen. Gotta go find me a referee shirt now.
Well,
instead of being a dick.
Yeah. I mean, for lack of a better term.
But, excuse me. I'm sorry, Mouse. I didn't.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, I get what you're saying. Instead of,
But if you, I think a lot of it has to do with the way you come up, the way you're brought up, where you're brought up, the skin color you're wearing. All that shit is invariable.
Yeah.
It's just an honest truth.
Mm-hmm.
It's an invariable. I can't judge what you've walked through, Mouse. Not in a million years. I couldn't even imagine. Nor could I, Army vet or 420.
right.
There's no way I could make the same decisions you guys are going to make, because I've not lived the same life
Exactly.
you've lived.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, I think with the filibuster, what we're back to talking about is the right of the minority to speak. But there's only so much, and then you got to move on and open shit up and go on. And I don't know the answers. I'm not saying that. I don't know the answers. But when like the other night, somebody got on there and talked for 24 hours or some shit, some odd shit, just to keep people from talking and voting. I didn't see that as productive.
Right.
We got to get on with the business of the American people.
Does anybody know that they kept us in the house? They kept everybody in the house before he sent them all home. They kept everybody in the house 24 hours for like 3 days, just reading poetry. Democrats that they're just reading poetry, not letting anybody go home, not making a vote, not having a conversation about policy, just reading random poetry.
When is midterm elections?
I think it's next year, brother.
That's when they're gonna figure out.
Yeah, that's when the shit hits the fan.
I think we've already started those. Now we just had one in New York. We just had one in Virginia.
I know. Y'all lost big time. Big time, y'all. It was horrible.
Man.
But nobody's gonna pay attention to it because that's nothing.
Hey, big dog. Hey, Seagull. No, and it's wild. I mean, we're watching Virginia, And we're right next to Virginia, and just
Okay, I'll be the provocateur. I'll be the provocateur.
Okay, all right.
What does that mean?
Um.
Let's see. Let's see what they be. The provocateur.
Oh God.
What does that mean? What you're saying?
The
What is the American people saying? Come on.
What is happening? What is happening?
Okay.
I don't know. I have a hard time seeing that point of view. You know that.
Mm-hmm.
I try.
But what is your explanation? Yours, not what yours. Do you think the government shutdown and what has been transpiring played a part in these elections?
I do. And I think it was a show. I think it's accomplishing what it was meant to accomplish. And that is, again, like you said, screwing at midterms. We knew they'd try. We knew.
But you're saying screwing up. How do the American people say I disagree with you? What do they do? Vote.
Yeah.
They vote.
No.
Everybody. Yep.
Everybody okay?
Yep.
I've always leaned on the side of Republicans my whole life, but the only problem I'm having now is, and I'm not trying to bring it off topic, but just to bring it into scope a little bit, with AI and with robotics coming as fast as it is, and I've seen this for myself because I'm kind of delved into that world a little bit. Okay, it's coming fast, guys, and there's going to be a lot of job loss. Okay, and I've said this to everybody. I said this to everybody I've talked to. You got to think about it. Republicans are trying to bring back jobs. Democrats are essentially, I think that's actually a word.
Yeah.
Are trying to save homeless and the poor. There's going to be a lot more poor. There's going to be a lot more homeless. And we need to prepare for some facet of how we're going to deal with these people. And that means us, because it's going to be us.
Yeah.
I hope I didn't jump off target, Army vet. I'm sorry if I did.
No, but
I hope it understood what I was trying to get at.
Yeah. But I need you to understand the crisis of why this, I don't think, ever will change. And this is the dirty secret that our moms in the chat, they'll tell you this because they got daughters and kids this. The average family is one paycheck away from being homeless. So how can we keep helping? You see what I'm saying? That ain't true. You worrying about them, and majority of these mothers out here understand this economic downfall that's coming. And they got to feed their kids. They got to move out houses into apartments that is the same amount as. So I get what you're saying about the home, but what do they say on a crashing plane? Put your mask on first before you help somebody else.
I understand, brother. But if I could emphasize, I was a nomad for 7 years, 8 years. I traveled, and in the last, 4 years of my nomadness, traveling in an RV. I've seen more people car camping and tent camping than I ever had before. Ever. I mean, it was massive. I mean, I know Army vet.
Oh, yes.
The crowd has intensified. And these are just simple adjustments we've made in the economy. I can't imagine when the full robotic systems and AI systems comes out, because they got people like over in Phoenix, they got cars that drive themselves. FedEx just ordered 14,000 trucks that drive themselves. It's going to get crazy, bro. And I'm not on the side of either way, but I am on the side of I've been homeless and I didn't like it.
I know. And I would tell my mothers this to get above this. This is what I've told my daughters, which most of them know. Start telling your kids to go into STEM.
Yeah. Learn coding.
because
Let me
that
ask
is
you,
the future. That is the future.
when you were traveling around, did
Yes.
you find some places that were easier to be homeless, or places that were harder to be homeless?
Oh yeah. Many. Many areas. In fact, like I'll give you an example. Out in Arizona, they got this big, huge area. It costs $180 for 7 months. That breaks down to about $25 a month. You get water, you get sewer, and you get garbage. You know,
I know that.
so it used to, it was just nothing but RVs out there. Now there's tents for miles.
Wow.
Yeah. You're right.
Because they don't have nowhere else to go that they can get water for almost free, you know, garbage and sewer.
I was stationed at Fort Huachuca, Arizona, so I know what you're talking about.
Yes, sir. And I'm just saying, it's growing every year. It grows, Army vet. You know,
Yeah.
and I don't think there's anything we can do to stop that. You know what I mean? At this point, but if you're a mother of a child, I think Army vet's right on target. Teach your kids.
STEM.
Yeah, teach them in advance. Teach them these ins and outs of things.
Because
You know,
what he's saying is that what he means by AI taking over jobs. Imagine Walmart in 10 years won't have anybody in it.
yeah,
Right, like Steve was talking about. He said there's already stores.
they got a store down
There,
here.
there are no attendees. You go in, you
Yeah.
pick up what you want, and it
Put it in the
takes it
cart.
off. Yeah, it takes it off your phone, Apple Pay, or whatever you got it set up on
Yeah.
as you walk out the door.
When you walk out the door, it deducts it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
So it's coming, and it scares me personally.
I mean, talk to your children. They'll tell you.
Yeah,
There are, and what I mean by your children, the 18, 19, 20, 22, and 3, ask them, there is a lack of job markets out there for them. Our children, they are not, you remember when we used to go to Walmart and we can get us a pickup job and this and this and this?
yeah.
Them are gone now too. So now you
Them
have
are gonna go.
35-year-old people competing for an 18-year-old job.
That's
So he
correct,
is
sir.
right. And he is right.
Hey,
You
Mom.
know, and if you can teach your kids those things, it'd be great. But then again, you know, all I'm trying to say is, and that's why I come back to that subject that nobody ever likes to talk about, Army vet, and that's called basic income. You know what I mean? UBI. Everybody hates it. I'm sorry I mentioned it. I apologize.
I don't know
But
what this is.
universal basic income is going to be something. I don't know how it's going to work either. Listen, I have no idea. I'm not a mathematician or anything like that. But there's going to be so many people without work, without jobs, without anything. There's got to be a thought in the future about some of this.
Okay, well, we still have free enterprise.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Capitalism in here. So, you know, with that, we have to remember changing with the times.
Yes,
But
ma'am.
you know, we can't control our role in it.
Agreed. Agreed to some point. I mean, I agree with you. I don't want. It's something I'm scared of myself.
Okay.
You know, I want to be honest with you. This isn't something I'm encouraging. This is something I just see developing in a way because of my lifestyle that I've lived.
Right.
That I don't know another way.
Mouse, can you help me understand what y'all like? I don't know what y'all.
Okay, because what I was about to say is, I too, you know, AV used to talk a lot about AI when he and I first started, you know, running together on YouTube, and I was scared of it. I was just scared to death of it. I really was. I didn't want anything to do with it. I didn't like the fact it was coming in. And he pulled me aside and he said, "Look, play with it, get to know it, understand it, see how it works."
Yeah.
And then come back and tell me how you feel. And we did that. We made songs. We did a lot. We used it for, you know, the chat GTP and all that for a lot of research. We researched stuff we did know about, you know, to kind of fact check it. We did stuff we didn't know. We researched. Hey, Gigi. Hey, Midtown.
Hey guys. What are we talking about?
We are on AV right. I mean AI right now. So as I was saying, we played with it, and I learned really fast. AI is really dumber than I thought, and it really is in its infant stage right now. It's still learning to walk and talk.
At the end of the day, AI is a man-made product that is programmed and built by mankind.
Yes, sir. I agree with you. I will say this in closing, and I'll shut up about it. But China is releasing a robot. Okay, the robot costs $19,000. It will cook, clean, mow your grass for you. Okay. Now,
Rosie, there's Rosie, y'all.
now this robot is already in tune with the internet. It answers all your it does all that crap for you, right? Do you think the human guy at Burger King that owns the Burger King is going to hire somebody for, say, $35,000 a year, or is he going to hire this 19? Or is he going to buy a robot that's going to only have to be charged 1 hour a day? You get what I'm saying? It's coming.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not. Listen, I'm not a fan of it either.
Right,
Please don't get me wrong.
That's where I was fixing to go. In playing with it, I am less scared of it.
Yeah.
But I'm only playing with one small system that I can get my hands on. So with that, I do understand some of the pros when it comes to AI, but there are still a lot of cons.
A lot
of cons. And so I'll let you, what do you think the cons are, Steve, to having AI?
Oh, the cons are it's going to outthink us. It's going to run us out of our own job. It can fix itself. It's going to be able to do a program to fix its own self. That's before long, even the coding jobs are going to be. You get what I'm saying? This is not good. This is not. I am not a fan. I'm a fan of Suno and AI. Songwriting. Like there's a guy named Z that does it, and he does good songwriting and all this stuff, man. Right. But I love all that.
Right, it's fun to play with.
Yeah.
What happens when you have to have a gallbladder removed and you're laying on the table and a robot comes in?
Well, I'm going to answer your question because that's a good question. With something like that, think about it for a second, my friend. Think about it. Would you rather, and this is your choice, would you rather a machine that has 1% off of failure, or would you rather a human that has 49% off of failure? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the human being is naturally going to go with his highest percentage to live. It's going to turn in, even at VA now, Army vet, some of my appointments now at the Army, at the VA are all done on TV. They want to put AI doctors in to know all your statistics because they can give a better readout of your actual diagnosis.
Right.
I mean, it's scary. I'm not happy about it either.
I don't like it in the sense that, and they're already using it for this. When you make an insurance claim. Now, a person isn't sitting there reading your file going, should this be paid for? Should that be? No, it's running through an AI system.
AI, the new, okay. Even in mental health, we use that to VA and stuff like that. But I'm going to give you what it really does. And we will, from this point on, your children will live longer. AI will detect disease faster.
Yep.
Cancer, heart condition. The AI can personalize your treatment, diagnosis directly for you and what you need. Also, if you have a child that's slow in learning, AI can tutor your child now and help them. You can't throw out the baby with the bathwater now.
Right.
See what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff like that. But in saying that, Army vet, you just said that doctors are going to be losing their jobs too.
But
you see what I'm saying?
But what is the outcome? It's the patient. The patient will get treated. you can
fairly
treat more.
and
You,
better.
Yeah,
yeah.
he's using AI to treat because he's putting your symptoms through the AI.
But here's the thing: if
Yes,
this culture is still manufacturing garbage in your food and your water and your medicine, and they're programmed around all of that, processed sugars and all that bullshit. I mean,
you're
what
right.
is it? What good is it really doing if it's not actually treating symptoms and not bringing back in customers?
You're right. You're right.
Well, okay. Isn't there? Didn't the government, and I hate getting into it. Allegedly, isn't there 3 types of meat?
Yeah, now there is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's kind of different, and they even have the tags at the stores now that people
Yeah.
don't even see. So, and this is my question to my other people, because I went on this with a shouty, and she even said you can't trust this. So I want to know, is organic real?
Or not. I think
Alleged.
Well, it depends on what you
with the
mean.
word
know.
organic.
Well, that's GG though.
You know,
Eating organic, like what MGTOW said, no chemical, no. Some people said it's real, and some, like MGTOW, I'm sure he's gonna say organic isn't all the way real. And I want somebody that's organic. Is it real? Because even I was dating a girl, she made me. I felt better, but even she said she had to watch out for that. So I don't even know. No idea.
Well,
all right, I'm going to show a video real fast. And this is of.
I ain't make that one.
These are. Gigi gave me this. This is an AI powered shopping cart. And this is just to kind of show you what it looks like to go into one of these grocery stores that AI runs, how it works.
Today, business happens
I
virtually
don't know if we
everywhere.
gotta go
That's
through
why
them.
you need Super
He
Bowl.
looked like my DoorDash girl yesterday. Oh, pause.
Kevin Bacon be door dashing you? Wow.
No, the girl in the shopping cart. The girl in the shopping cart.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
I was going to
This
say
is
the
Caper
same
Cart, an
thing.
AI-powered smart shopping cart that hopes to solve
That's
the familiar
that's
grocery
it.
store headache,
Mouse.
self-checkout.
Please
What?
put an
A
item in the
smart
bagging area.
shopping
Like, that's
cart.
something we don't want here at all.
Instead of scanning items at one of these, Caper's technology lets you check out items in your cart. No need to fumble around looking for barcodes. Caper claims that multiple smart sensors and cameras can automatically detect barcodes as items go in or out of your cart.
Uh-oh.
It can
Ain't
even
no
deploy
putting that back.
produce.
Our core focus when building this product was to make sure that none of those extremely annoying pain points that you see with self-checkout present themselves on the Caper cart.
Okay, but what if I decide that's
You see
actually
what I'm
not what I
saying, my
want?
friends?
Let's see what happens when
out.
she puts it back.
Oh, it just automatically took it out. That was good.
Okay.
I had to take a little more care with a couple of items,
That ain't what I'm looking
Well,
at.
that wasn't good enough.
but for the most part, product scanning was seamless.
No, it's
The cart
what I
even
see
caught my tissue box
because
toss.
I'm cybersecurity. I
Oh,
see
got
what's
that.
going on.
Caper claims their carts don't just
They're
save you
tracking you
time,
with
but
facial
money
recognition
as well.
software also.
Oh
The carts
yeah.
are free to use, and the display
They're
shows
doing
the
everything,
running
man.
total of your items to help
So
keep
they're
you on
using the
budget.
same
4
software
items, we're
China
already at
using, so you can steal it if you want to. They're
It
just gonna follow
surfaces
you right back
coupons
to
for
your house.
items you've added to your cart
Man.
and even recommends products
I'll
on
plug
sale
you with a
nearby.
computer on it now.
You
We're
can
going
get a
too far.
coupon for ginger ale.
No,
Tells
GG.
me it's on aisle 14.
Location-based
they got
recommendations
it where
are just one
in-
of these
in
features
Phoenix-
Caper Cart
Worker
gained
there.
after being acquired by Instacart in
Well, now we've
2021.
done gone too
The
far.
sophistication that Instacart
What-
has been building
that's
around
what I'm
AI
trying to
and
make
product
the point of, you know, with
recommendations, we
all
get
this
to leverage
happening.
all of that in the in-store experience.
I'm
We
sorry,
wanna really
Mouse. I'm talking
You're
over
fine.
it.
You're fine.
I was just saying, with us going as far as we are, and with this robotic shit going as far as it has,
Yeah.
there's going to have to be a new frame of mind about our thinking.
Mm-hmm.
It can't be. You get what I'm saying? Everybody wants to say Republican, Democrat. Those states are going to be almost irrelevant because everybody's going to be in the same class. Who?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Po. We ain't even get the OR on the end of it. We just getting po.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Good job, man. Tell your kids to go in the STEM. And
Well,
here's a hint how somebody told me: find a job that that they can't replace. I know you actually got to think about what you want to be. I know, shocking, ain't it? And because
Appliance repair.
Yeah, this is happening. You have to figure out a job, no matter if AI hit it, from law, but it's and this is why the country is suffering, because we was told we can live on that. Remember the American dream? It's a lie. You're gonna have to be, but I also believe it's staying underneath marriage. It's gonna take 2 incomes to survive in this world coming up.
I don't see it. I don't even see it possible, Army vet. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm being a little fucking downer and outer, but with just the way and it has nothing to do with our economy. It has nothing to do with politics. It just has to do with the fact of what's going down.
I agree. And if I know the average woman make $48,000 a year, and I know the average man make $52,000 a year, I know if I get married to a woman like that, we make $100,000 a year.
I agree, but let's pretend for just a minute on that. Now, I don't know you. I don't know you for Adam, but let's say your lady works at Walmart for instance, and her job gets taken over by a computer. Well, you just lost 42.
Yeah, you're right. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take that and tell baby girl, you need to go to school to be a lawyer. I got your back. Let's go. You have
now that's good thinking. That's good thinking, bro. I can't beat that thought.
Adapt to the future. You have to.
I understand, and I so get it. But you understand the preponderance of people.
I'll give you an example. Me and Mouse had a conversation about Tennessee, the coal mine versus the nuclear reactors, or gas cars versus. You remember we was talking about the new cars coming in. Would you advise these new the old school mechanics to learn? She was like, yes, it's the times.
The problem with auto mechanic is everything is going to
digital.
It's going to digital, and it's going to a program that you have to scan parts. So you damn near have to be a GM manufacturer, a Ford manufacturer from the factory itself to fix these damn things.
It's insane.
Certified master tech, but honestly, the issue isn't even the computer board that is making the mechanics walk away from these cars. It's the battery.
Yep, that could blow up.
It is, yeah.
The EVs. Yeah, I was talking to somebody yesterday about that. I'm like, who the fuck wants an electric lawnmower or an electric chainsaw when gas power is way better?
Again, like I said, it's that battery. That battery is very dangerous. Anytime you work on a vehicle, you have to unhook the battery. And just unhooking the battery is dangerous. The voltage in that sucker is outrageous.
See, I wanted to get one, and I was asking Mouse about it, because the way that we're going is plugging your house in. That's the future. It's going to be the future. I already know. Plugging your car into your house. And I was asking Mouse, how with the electric prices. You're like, this is like, I'm asking now because I know
that's where it always cracked me up, right? So, like,
I know where it's going.
Here in Tennessee, we run energy from coal, and now we're back to using nuclear.
Yeah.
Okay. And those are supposed to be bad for the environment. That's what they're trying to get out of with these cars, right? But how do you think we're going to make the electricity to charge your car? We're still using coal and nuclear to run the power grid that's charging your electric car.
Well, go and look at the mining practices for a typical lithium-ion car battery. It's more dangerous to the environment. It uses more water. The fracking, all of that is more dangerous to the environment than, mining the minerals for an older battery.
Oh, don't tell me that, Mr. Nobody. I want one.
Now, here's the thing. A buddy of mine that I was talking to yesterday, he lives in a place where he has to be quiet for whatever reason. And he says that those electric lawnmowers and stuff are actually a lot more useful. I mean, I guess they have their uses, even though I personally will never own one.
If I don't have to walk 200 miles when the battery runs down, yeah, it's great.
They
That's
got
what
one
I'm
that's a robotic one now that will just GPS show like the Rumba for your house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The State Department down here's got one.
Yeah,
I
they
wanted
got
a little putt that would have got me to the VA and back. I was gonna put some things
The
on it.
little
But
lumber.
here's the thing. To make all of these cars electric, to save the environment and cut the use of oil, that's the part that cracks me up.
Yeah, they destroy a bunch of shit.
I don't think people in America remember what all we use oil for. And it's not just oil in your car and gasoline. The entire car itself is made from oil byproducts. The plastics, the wiring.
Well, you know them lithium you see how they have to mine them lithium, huh? Have you seen that?
Yeah, that's what I was just talking about. And you have
Yeah,
petroleum and a lot of products in this country.
Yes.
But if you take oil completely out of the equation, you don't even have the shit to make the car.
Now, AV, I'm fixing to say this, and you know better than anybody here when I say the government lied to you and told you to go over the seas and to fight these enemies, take their oil reserves in the name of terrorism. Is that right?
That's debatable, but I see where you're going.
No, the people have been lied to about all these wars going over into these foreign countries over oil, taking their oil.
Yes and no. I mean, we got to remember that oil became a commodity that started getting traded, and when you do that, then everybody's trying to stifle each other's trade.
We don't need oil.
No, we don't. Canada, we don't need your oil. Do you hear me? Canada, we do not need your oil.
I say Mouse is our oil expert. We don't need their oil. Mouse will tell you.
That's what I'm saying. We're sitting on 200 years plus of reserve.
We don't need these.
Oh, well, no, it needs to be reserved back. But we're getting but Trump knows that. Trump is doing that.
No.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't what happened that changed the world. What changed the world is what everybody started clapping about, that cryptocurrency. And the minute that United States dollar didn't make sense and they started trading oil and crypto, then it's over with. Game over. That's what happened.
Yeah. Now we're still trading oil. The world still trades oil with each other. Russia's having a hard time getting oil.
They're doing it with
Sorry
China.
for you.
With this trend, look, Google if you want to. Do China and Russia bypass the sanctions because of cryptocurrency? All that stuff that everybody clapping for, Russia brought it here. It was a security threat. Russia brought it here on purpose. On purpose to destabilize the American dollar. And nobody knows about it. But, okay.
Okay.
Be happy about it.
Well, we don't trade in cryptocurrency. I know in oil we don't.
Look at it.
Where'd you go?
It's going to blow people's mind.
But then when you get into the world of trading oil, then you have to learn, our oil isn't equal to Canada's oil. Our oil isn't equal to Saudi Arabia oil. Our oil is actually better. Why? Because of the quality of the oil. Okay. Most other places have to go through a rigorous refining system to just get rid of the sand and the gunk out of the oil because it's dirty. It is dirty.
Is it the oil that we have, or is the sanctions that we hold over countries that make us powerful? It's not an oil. It's that we can tell the world don't do business with China, don't do business with Russia. But the minute that they can do business with each other with a different currency, what power
that's
do
happening.
you have?
That's happening already. So I don't.
The reason why the world is destabilizing is because of oil. Once our power over them you can't do business with this person with oil, and you can't do the bit. Now China and Russia becomes dominant because other than the United States, who owns the Middle East and Russia? Now what we gonna do? We got the best oil in the world.
You know, Army vet, I worked for the power company my whole life. That's what I did after I got out of the Army, you know. And I found out that this may be sound two things. One, the Chinese own the plants, the power plants. You know that?
Yeah.
A lot of them. They own a lot of them power plants. And two, the power companies are subsidized too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Which you would think if they're subsidized that the American people would benefit from that, but they don't.
Ours
I don't
is
know how that works.
subsidized.
So I'm a little confused about that. But
All right, I'll explain it. I'll explain it in terms of where I sit, okay? Where I sit, Tennessee Valley Authority runs all the electricity. They run it through a coal plant and they run it through a nuclear plant.
Yeah.
Now, once they run it through their plant, they feed it to us subsidized. Like, I don't pay TVA for my bill at the end of the day. I pay So City Light and Power because they pull off the TVA. Now they're buying electricity off the TVA. So that's an added charge on my bill.
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's still all from TVA. It's still TVA's grid, but like such and such City Light and Power has obtained authority over that grid. I pay them, and they pay the small price wholesale for the energy to come in, and then I pay the retail price.
Okay, I see.
So you can look at it as like wholesale and retail.
You can see.
No, I only know this because I went and learned it recently, you know. I wanted to understand why Elon was bringing in portable nuclear plants back up to Oak Ridge.
Yeah.
Well, and I learned because when the new Green Deal passed, we closed the oil or the coal mines in Virginia, so we're not getting coal. We're paying more for coal now.
Yeah.
Okay, when the winter come I think it was last winter or the winter before, it was so bad everybody's grids were doing blackouts, rolling blackouts. Remember, the grid couldn't support it. And we were like, there's no reason our infrastructure should be that bad that it cannot sustain enough power to keep our homes heated.
You ain't kidding.
And not to mention the $500 power bills we were getting every month. So that is why Elon and Trump brought in the portable nuclear power plants and plugged them in up at Oak Ridge Nuclear Facility. Was to lower, they plugged in directly to TVA, so they had more power, kind of the supply and demand game.
Yeah.
If there was more, if there was more supply,
okay,
then it could handle to the demand for a
wondered how they were doing that.
So in return, our light bills have gone way down.
Oh, good.
We're back down to 100 and some odd a month, which is normal.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting down here in Florida. But, we have to, down here in Florida, we run the air conditioner most of the year,
Yeah.
Didn't Trump just come from China?
Yes, sir.
Why do you think he was there? Just to make sure everybody, I'm sure everybody already knows.
Oh, okay. Those are the chips. Am I right? Because I don't know. I didn't look at that one. I didn't know he just went to China. Yeah, Other than
we just added. You're gonna get mad. I know you're gonna get mad.
Uh-oh.
The United States of America has just bought TikTok from China on this trip.
Right. Okay.
As a security threat.
Of course, the way TikTok was, we didn't have any governance over it. It's in our kids' hands. So we had no way to control what our kids are watching on TikTok. That was left up to another country, y'all. What they were feeding our kids on TikTok.
Guess I just want to let y'all know.
Mhm. And I agree with that. I agree in having some control over TikTok in our country. I'm okay with that. I don't like the fact that another country that doesn't like us is controlling what is going into the eyes and the ears of our children on this little platform.
Okay, we just want to make sure everybody, because once these other countries see that, there will be no influence around the world after this.
What do you mean?
You will never hear popular American. They can do the exact same thing. Oh, I don't want to. Just like China is doing in North Korea, it's finna spread all over the world now. Remember now, United States if they do it, we can do it. So
but you gotta remember they are way more regime than we are. They've always controlled the internet in their countries. Russia, y'all ever wonder why we don't have Russians in here in our chat rooms? We've got Australians, we've got Canadians. I've had people from all over. But we've never had a Russian in here, have we? Because they're not allowed.
In gaming, they are.
They're locked down.
In gaming,
okay, but in terms of social media, they are locked down on what they are allowed to see. President wants them hearing what he says, Putin, and hearing nothing else but what he says.
That is dangerous, Mr. Nobody. I didn't think nobody would get the link. And it's going to get worse. I even told Mouse after November the 14th, the game has changed. Because people don't see what's actually happening. Your freedom of speech, your freedom of search has been restricted by this government. You will no longer be able to search for anything unless they deem it suitable to watch. That means if anything, massacres happen in this world, you will be blacklisted from seeing this. Anything.
Yeah,
South America blocked. Mexico blocked. They control your media now, people.
Mm-hmm.
Just letting you know, YouTube is doing this on the 4th. Check YouTube, November the 14th. They're doing it too. Okay.
Well, I got a friend that lives down in Cameroon. I was talking to another day, and I said, man, do you ever mess with AI? On your phone? Do you ever mess with ChatGPT or anything like that? He said, what is that? I said, oh my goodness. And he's a young guy, So then I asked him, I said, you know what a 3D printer is? He said, no, I've never seen one like that. And I thought to myself, a lot of people are being kept in the dark around the world about stuff. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's not just America, bro.
Hold on.
No, I don't mean that. Go ahead.
No, I get what you're saying. Everything you're saying is right. I want to gauge two operations with. What's that operation, Mouse, I told you about, Whispering Angel? Google Whispering Angel, CIA operation, and now add TikTok and AI to this. Who y'all talking to?
I was just so sad for him, you know what I mean? Because this is a
Whispering Angel. What is Whispering Angel?
Is it?
What is Whispering
Angel? Is a tool revealed in the Vault 7 leak published by WikiLeaks in March 2017, showing how the CIA developed malware for smart TVs, specifically the Samsung. The tool specifically targeted Samsung F series by exploiting the device to appear fake off mode, while its microphone remains active and audio capture.
And we just brought TikTok. National Security just bought it. NSA. Paranoid. Oh, please, I work for them. I'm telling y'all the links. Y'all put it together.
Yep.
Getting tracked.
According to the leaked user guide, physical access to the TV is required via USB installer to embed the implant. After that, the TV records audio and either stores to data locally or extra affiliates it via Wi-Fi.
What is the mass thing, Mouse, that's being delivered to United States? Is it data servers, storage data servers? That's
The supercomputers they're putting in
everywhere around the world. What? And everybody's like, well, what you gonna store? They just bought TikTok.
What's good for the goose is good for the gander. If they can use it to spy on us, we can use it to spy on them.
I don't think anything is bad about it. I'm saying this is what they're using. This is what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
And what does it take to operate a data server? A damn nuclear reactor.
Oh man, the power.
I understand, like, that politics, cool. I don't know about it. But this, oh yeah. It's right up my alley. It's not bad about it. I think it's cool because TikTok is all around the world. We bought this all around the world. Not just United States. That's what people don't know.
We didn't buy it outright. We hold a stake in it.
No. We brought the programs. That's what we needed. Because China was working with this other group there that can be compromised, but by us buying the back end of it, we can put our malware in it and we can monitor it rather than let them do it. So by us doing that now, we can monitor everybody, even in China, anybody that has it.
Mm-hmm. Again.
Yeah.
For the goose is good.
I don't think nothing wrong, but people need to think it's not United States. It's everywhere.
I don't know. Big Dog Mosh, you had a good question. Had the Senate gone back into vote on the government shutdown?
Now that election is over.
I think it's our 14th time.
So Big Dog Mosh think they're going to compromise. Democrats are going to compromise.
Well, it was a theory. It was discussion that they were doing this to hold over until some of these midterms were over with, like the New York and the Virginia one.
Why would they switch, in your opinion? Why, like, if they're winning all the elections, why would they stop this? I don't understand. Military-wise, like, I'm winning. Why would I? Like, that's what I'm saying. I'm losing a military mind on politics. Why would you stop?
Well, because those.
Oh, I got one for you, Army Vet.
Okay.
I got one for you. Solve this one real quick. Twerk, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait City. Why didn't we go into Iraq?
I know. Why?
Because somebody got an order not to go all the way into Baghdad.
Well, I ain't gonna say the other name, but it was somebody else we did that for. We have no stake.
But you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, we have no stake in the Middle East. Name one thing that we want in the Middle East.
I don't know.
Nothing.
I tried to bring back some knives I found, but they wouldn't let me bring it back. But I got some money.
So hold up. Are you saying what would happen? This is my opinion. What would happen if Republicans go the other way? What would that signify? I understand your thing. I understand everybody saying the 5 gonna go that way. What if the other people go the other way? And they start saying, I disagree with this. What now?
You mean, what if, like, 5 Republicans come in and turn their vote back to no?
Yeah. So they want to stand on the side of what's changing. Just military. I'm looking at military, y'all, not politics.
That seems weird. I mean...
If you're governor in Virginia and you start seeing these elections as senators and congressmen, at some point... they're going to start saying, shit, this might happen to me. Maybe I need to get on the...
Are you thinking that this is going to create rhinos and dinos?
Do you think it's...
And what I mean by rhino and dino, rhino, Republican in name only. Dino, Democrat in name only, but they don't vote along the same as their party.
Yeah.
Well, I think those already exist.
No. But a fear of losing the seat. Not of anything else.
No.
Just fear. You don't.
No, I think, the Democrats played this for their
what?
Sanctuary cities because those were the major elections happening on the 4th. Like I said, Virginia, New York.
So
There's a couple of others, and those were important.
So why would you stop?
Um,
I'm winning. Why? I'm winning hard. Like if
Okay,
it's politics, if it's
we have to
politics
go
rather than
back.
bullets.
We have to go back now, and after these elections, and look at the numbers in the Senate and the House. Do we still have it? Is there still, who has the majority now after this midterm?
But what does it matter?
Because whoever owns the majority makes the rules.
It's a government shutdown. What does it
Well,
matter?
because this isn't about policy. This is about the budget, and budget has always needed 60 votes. Again, it causes a filibuster, but because it's being the budget of the government, they should agree on it.
Remember the first question. Do you think this affected the losses in these?
I do. I think this little game.
So you
Yeah,
have to put it
and that's
into
why I
it.
said I think it was a ruse for midterms.
So why would they stop if it's working? If
Because
they know
they-
Congress and Senate will lose seats, also just like whatever these other people did.
Well, it's an attempt to gain back majority.
Yeah,
These midterms.
that's what I'm saying.
It's
So why
senators,
would
congressmen,
you
House
stop?
of Representatives.
Why would you stop now? That's what I'm saying. Why
Because
would
the
you stop?
government still got to open.
So who should compromise?
No, and
I know, I
compromise.
get what you're saying, but you
No,
see,
because when you talk about why we won't compromise, what are the issues we're discussing? And it is the budget, and it is things that we just paid Elon to go in with DOG and find all the bull crap.
I get it, but right now it's a
When we
government
wanted,
shutdown.
why would we send him to poke out all the fake and BS things, and then turn around and let them have them anyway? Why would we do that?
You just said the votes that the people just changed their mind impacted that they don't believe in the government shutdown.
No, I don't think. No,
Not all the way. You said you.
No,
you
it
think,
had an impact on the voters.
okay. Why would Democrats stop if I know the worse this gets, the worse it gets for them, which is going to change seats from Congress to Senate, also governors and whatever the people is, all these people. If it gets that bad that they know midterms is when November, that they will lose
It's
all
November.
their seats.
They just had them.
This is telling you that they're about to lose their seats, isn't it?
They lost.
Not talking about Senate and Congress doing the midterm.
That's what I'm trying to explain to you. This has already happened. This
Now?
isn't going to happen. This happened 2 days ago. This happened in New York. This happened in Virginia. I don't even remember what the other ones were.
Yeah, me either. I
Let me
asked you
ask.
about it back there. So, does it mean anything? I don't know. Yeah, my money ain't affected. So I don't know. That's why I'm curious. It ain't affected me, so I don't know. I'm just curious. That's why first person I asked you out of his mouth, like, hey, dog, what this shit mean? I don't know. Midterms or next year? Okay, big dog mouth. I don't know. I'm worried about these other bad people, the cartels.
Virginia, New Jersey, California, Texas, and South Carolina.
Damn. Now, as a politician, because I'm looking at it as military, would you change your tactics or would you continue on?
It's not a tactic, though.
I know.
So,
I'm
like,
military. I know.
Tactic. They have the tactic, not us.
I don't get it. Y'all, Steve, help me out, man. I don't get these politics, y'all. I think military. I want to.
And that's the point. That is what the problem is right now. Government that we used to know, now they're creating new things. They're making it 10 times more complicated right now. we're trying to add new districts, which is going to add new representative, which is going to add new electoral votes.
Yeah, my head is going crazy. You see, I can't do this. I can't do
Oh,
this.
bro, y'all talking about gerrymandering now, aren't you?
Ah, my head is going crazy.
Oh, shit.
Mhm.
There's a lot of it, bro. And I tell you, it works on both sides. It's not a singular side. You know what I mean?
Oh, this is you and Malcolm. I'm finna watch.
We
Listen to
can
this.
say that, but we look at the redistricting, and it is all applied to benefit the Democratic Party.
Well, I'll give you two for instances, Mouse. Okay. Let's talk about Illinois for one. Illinois was they voted mainly red. Okay. Or Indiana, it's one of them, but they have 14 Democratic representatives, only 3 Republicans. Okay.
Okay.
Now you got districts in Texas though that voted extremely blue. Extremely blue.
Right.
That their Republican representatives are way high and the Democrats are way low. I thought when I first came into the world that it was a simple thing where it was everybody got the, like representatives you got 2 from each state, like almost like the Senate.
Right.
From each district, you would get 2 from each district or some a Republican and a Democrat. But that's not the way that shit works. That's not the way that shit works. And they got it all fucked up to help. I don't even know who they're helping. I don't think they know who they're helping.
Well, that was just it. And this started over in Texas after the last election. Okay.
Yeah.
The Democrats brought suit against Texas, a lawsuit basically.
Okay.
Saying that their Democratic Party wasn't properly represented because, yes, it's normally a red state. And, with our sanctioned cities, the bigger the cities get, the more sanctioned they are, And I get that. Remember that we've kind of put it down on paper this way. A Republican is mostly going to be somebody who is not in the city, who either owns their own business or owns their own land, owns their own car, owns their own house. The ones that pay all the taxes. Those people that live in the city, they don't pay land tax. They're in they're cramped up in a, 10-story apartment. They don't pay land taxes. They may or may not have a car. If it's in a small city like New York, they normally don't.
Right.
Okay. So that makes sense. But the lawsuit stated that the Democrats weren't being represented in the larger cities. So they pressed suit. They wanted to redistrict certain parts of, and I can't remember if it was Houston or San Antonio, honestly. But
Right.
they wanted to redistrict up to have more Democrat electoral votes. And everybody went nuts that Texas decided to do it. And we're like, wait a minute, y'all sued us to do it. We are just trying to abide by the lawsuit. Everybody forgot about the lawsuit. Oh, Gavin Newsom up there jumps up and goes, well, if you can do it, I can do it. And Virginia said, well, if you can do it, I can do it.
Yeah. How would it be right though, Mouse? How could you do that fairly? Because politics changes so much.
Right.
You know what I mean? Sometimes people are voting Republican if it feels good. Sometimes people are voting Democrat if it feels good. How do you get that right?
And it's in the policies,
I don't know. I'm just asking.
I agree. And, we've talked about it growing up, even before we were politically aware of the world, It is funny because it's like, weren't we Democrats growing up? Like, weren't we the ones pushing the rules and wanted our way, not the rule way, Well, because we were kids. We didn't understand that there was a process to things and an order so that everybody could participate fairly.
Right.
Right. We just wanted the rules changed because it was no fun. And then we even talked about, when growing up, most of our parents were Democrats. And back then, the blue collar working class were the Democrats.
Sure.
They're
Sure.
not anymore. Now the working class is in the Republican Party. And that is why the Republican Party is fighting to lower taxes, you know, get the illegal immigrants out of the country. We shouldn't be paying for them. So it is confusing, from what you knew growing up as the Democratic Republic, that has completely flipped.
Right.
And what happened was the Liberal Party decided to push the Democratic Party, push into the Democratic Party. So now the Democrats are all liberals, right?
Right. Okay.
Class is still trying to lower their taxes. So that lands us in the Republican Party. Not because we have always been Republican or because, we picked a president from the past that we adore that was Republican. It's just where our values lie now.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this then. Why, with everything we've talked about today,
Uh-huh.
and I'm in agreements with you in probably 100% of, probably 80% of what we've talked about.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because I'm basically a Republican, but with everything going the way it's going, and you got to put the futuristic look into the evaluation, don't you?
Yeah.
Don't you need to at least evaluate I mean, right now, let's see. You just said that the Republican Party is paying for most of what's going on because they're the working ones. They're the
Right.
working class, right?
Right.
And that's a fair assessment. I'm not here to debate that.
Okay.
I'm not here to debate anything actually. But what happens when they lose their jobs? Are they going to stay with the Republican Party? You think? Are they going to go with more of a Democratic platform where they're more likely to get the help they need? You see where I'm going with this? It's just a question. I don't know the answers. I'm a guy that's inquisitive. That's
right.
it.
I think losing their job would probably make them double down.
Okay.
On their Republican opinions,
Right.
and mostly because we want options. We always want an option. We don't ever want to be told this is all you can do. Go do it.
Yeah,
right?
I agree.
It
I
still
sure
leaves
get
us
your
open
point.
because I'm for capitalism. I am for owning your own business.
I love that.
You
I
know,
love that. And I admire that. That's what I admire you for having that feel. You know what I mean for the game. It's just it just amazes me though, Miss Mouse, that with people with the environment changing like it is, and it's gonna change rapidly and quickly and all that,
right.
that we don't try to find even a little middle ground nowhere. There's no middle ground. You know what I mean? It's all
Right. And I think that
and
was
I don't understand.
I think that was honestly my own opinion. And guys, this is only my opinion. I think that was done by Soros by design.
Quite could be.
I think the issues that were pushed and the BS that was, we had the LGBT pushed down our throat. And I'm not against gays. Live your life.
Yeah.
Just don't involve me in it. Don't make me pay for it.
Yeah.
And it's not a card you get to play to get ahead of me in life.
I heard that.
That's the way I feel. You are welcome to your lifestyle. I'm not trying to stop it or say it's wrong. That's your choice. We all get our choice. But the fact that I'm straight doesn't gain me an advantage.
No.
Gain
an advantage at all.
But Soros knew what he was doing. And part of it, he disrupt the schools, fuck up the education, disturb their minds where they're not learning right from wrong. They're just eating what we're telling them. I think that became the issue as to why we can no longer agree on the issues.
Yeah.
We can no longer compromise because it's just so far apart.
Well, I can remember distinctly. You know, I was a guy that thought Obama was going to do good for the Black Americans. You know what I mean? I thought he was going to step. He didn't do shit for them. And that's what bothered me about the whole thing. But the long story of what I said is when he went on his public address and told everybody it was okay for a woman dressed as a man to be in a girl's bathroom and vice versa and all this shit, and everybody goes, okay.
And did that not just it took religion off the table, it took politics off the table, and now we're judging each other by our sexual orientation.
Yeah.
How freaking wild was that, right?
It bothered me so bad. I mean, why would you try to convince Americans that that's okay? That's not okay.
It was part of the disruption plan that George Soros had. He knew what he was doing. He comes over here. He's from another country. He spoke many times of how he hated America and how he wished he could destroy it and what he would do to do it. And he did. I had played a video, it was probably a couple years ago. It was the El Salvador president talking about George Soros and how blind America and Europe is to his power in his destruction. He talked about how they had to take every single person out of the government and rebuild it to get Soros out of their government.
Wow.
Now, if you think Soros ain't in our government, go ask Pelosi, go ask Gavin, go ask Schumer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, the system is not working, but it's not because, you know, I don't know why it's not because, but it's just not working right. You know, it's working better than it was.
But you have to stop and ask, how could our Democratic Party, any party of the United States, take a plan to destroy America and push it forward? Do Soros's dirty work and do it with a smile while they lied to us. That is where my anger comes from.
Yeah, I never knew too much about the Soros thing. I never delved into that too much. I've never really read. I've seen him on TV, you know, like the picture of him.
Oh, he came over here. He got his citizenship, and the whole time he downed America, and he swore to destroy it. He got rich by a bunch of Ponzi schemes over here.
Oh, shit.
By fraud, basically.
Yeah.
And that made him rich, and he used all of his money to laugh at America, to laugh at, I mean, and we're not the only country he is destroying. He's up in Europe's business. He's up in many of the Middle Eastern countries. You know, people will not understand how much power this guy, who is not in government but has all the purse strings.
He must have money. Lots of it.
Yeah. And he vowed to destroy us. And there were some Dems that just went, yeah, okay, and took his money. You can't tell me Gavin Newsom is standing in California and believes a damn thing he's saying.
Right.
Because it's so idiotic. You can't actually mean what you're saying. You can't make me.
I'm not a fan of Gavin's at all.
At all. Yeah, I mean, he spins a good lie, you know.
Man, he's got that. He should be on an Ultra Bright commercial, you know, like to some shit. Man.
He's got his word salad, you know, and he tosses it when he's on camera so eloquently. But if you'll, you know, listen to the logic of what he's saying, you'll tell yourself, you know, no human can possibly believe what you're trying to make us believe.
Ain't that something?
You know,
the way he did the fire victims was
atrocious.
Man, that was cold-hearted, wasn't it?
Yeah, but see, nobody knows Trump gave him the middle finger and went and filled up the reservoirs, both of them.
Sure did, man. I heard about that.
You know,
that was a good move. You know, you got to get good moves when you can. You know,
CNN, CBS, you know, all of our normal daytime channels that we listen to the evening news. They are not for a second going to talk about what Trump has done. Nobody's hearing what he has done. You have to go search it out. Nobody knows about the millions of dollars he handed over to Gavin Newsom for some reason, but in hopes that they were going to build a vet community, housing, medical in the housing community. They had all these houses they were going to put the homeless vets in. They were going to put a doctor on the facility so they had medical care, food,
Oh, wow.
all this, but you're not going to hear anybody talk about that.
Oh shit. That would have been bomb. That would have been really good. We
Yeah,
need more like that.
yeah, he's doing all he can, but I mean, CBS ain't gonna cover that. Oh God, no, Orange Man messing it up. Bad, bad, bad. Well, why does CBS tell it like that? Well, if you'll go look on the website, don't look at what they're showing. Look who the CEOs are. Look who the president of CBS is. Ask who they're married to and what the connections are. And then you go, oh, okay. Well, yeah. Y'all are all Democratic and y'all are all married or cousined, or yeah, y'all are being run by Democrats. That's why we're not getting an equal view of our government. It's just Trump bad, Orange Man bad. He Nazi.
I think, and not to be disrespectful, but in another way, the homeless thing is very something that affects me a lot. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I think when they cleaned up DC, I think it was a great thing. Okay, let me say this the right way.
Okay.
But nobody reported on where the homeless went.
Exactly.
What happened to the homeless, and then there was speculation. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And before long, you have a full blown whatever story for these fuckers. And the homeless have a dear part in my heart. So it's like you can't just. It's not as easy as it may seem. It's a bad problem as it is, and it's going to get worse.
Oh, it is. If we don't get the cost of housing down.
You're right. The cost of housing, the cost of living, everything's got to come down. And the other thing is, like we talked about today, we're going to lose jobs. We've got to educate our kids but I don't have kids, so I don't have to worry about it. Thank the Lord.
Oh, yeah.
But, if I had kids, I would be very worried about what's being taught to them.
Oh, absolutely. My kids are 20s and over now. But when I was raising them, I was in with everybody else about, how much screen time is okay? How much, is screen time bad? Should I give them a phone? What is the age? All these things, because you want to raise your kids healthy. And about halfway through it, I realized something. Yes, I am fearful of the predators online. I don't want them reaching my kids, and that was my fear. But at the same time, if I kept my kids from these devices, I was slowing them down in life. This is going to be their future. Electronics, the computer, all this is their future. And if I don't put it on, put a tablet in their hand and teach them how to use the internet, then they're going to be behind in society when they leave the nest.
Did your kid? Let me ask you something, Mouse. Did you send your kids to regular school?
I did. I sent them to public school.
Public school.
Hated
Okay.
it.
Well, let me say something, because everybody says that when they say public school, I hated it. But do you think it's better than the homeschool? I mean, just your opinion.
Honestly, I have faltered on that. I mean, I was Gen X. We all know growing up, when we heard the term homeschooled kid, we just put that weird label on them. They're a weird kid.
Right.
Sheltered, they're unsocialized.
And aren't they?
Not today.
You don't think?
Today, and I've seen it in my own community. When COVID came through and all the kids got sent home with a Zoom, with a Zoom app, my youngest one was still a part of that. He was still in school.
Yeah.
And he actually did better at home than he did sitting in class with other kids aggravating him because he was a sensitive kid. He wasn't a mouthy kid. He wasn't a bullyish type of kid. He didn't like confrontation.
Yeah.
And so to him, it was safer, you know. But after COVID lifted and all the kids went back to school, during COVID, the homeschool programs filled up. And they
Yeah.
were showing us, guys, we have a sports team. We have band. We go on field trips. We socialize.
Really?
Yeah. Like these kids are in a whole community of their own.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, like they have really upped the homeschool
The
game.
game, because I worried about that.
Yeah. So now they've got their own football team. They've got their marching band. They've got cheerleaders. They've got, yeah.
Socialization at that age is important.
And plus, there's never a teacher in your child's day that's going to tell them something you would never want them to hear.
No, that's fantastic.
Exactly.
Never thought about that dynamic of it, Miles. So that's good to know,
Yeah, they have created a homeschool community and they all get together weekly. The kids socialize, they have dances. Same thing as in school. Just
because
a little less money.
I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to talk over you. We didn't even know we had kids in our area until we had a thunderstorm that knocked out the light, knocked out the power, and then kids started coming out of the woodwork.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They were like, "Fuck, there's no play," because the electric out. They can't play with their little computer or whatever. They went outside.
Oh yeah, you'll see kids arise when the internet goes out.
I was so surprised.
Yeah, like who are you? Do you live here? How long have you been living here?
Yeah, I'm so surprised when I see that. So that's terrific, though. Because like you said, there's children that don't like to get mixed up in it and all that. I like the choice, but I don't. I always felt like going to the school would be better. But that was only because of the socialization factor. But if they have all that, that's even, what the hell are they missing?
They're not, other than the school system telling them how they're going to learn. Now it's on the parents how they learn, what they learn.
Now, is that fee-based?
There are some with tuition, and actually the school district itself kept the option open that you can actually homeschool through the school.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And by doing that, you're allowed to play, that with the high school sports, the athletics, things like that. You can come into the campus for that, but do all your learning at home. So the options are amazing.
Hell, I'm happy for that.
Hi, Matthew. The link's at the top of chat if you want to come up. And yeah, so it's something that, the other day I thought the whole time I lived in a small community, a little big community. I really did.
Yeah.
A little hometown, you know what I mean? And then I looked at the population of my county.
Yeah.
And it was over 70,000.
Good God.
And I'm going, where are you people poking all these houses? Like,
where you at?
The county's not that big. Where are all you people poked in at?
Y'all are hiding in the bush.
I'm telling you. And it's, the fact that we have trees is what keeps us from seeing our neighbors. But come fall, we're like, oh, hell, there's a house there.
Yeah. Thank God down in Florida, we got swamp everywhere. So we got swamp on the side of us, across from us. We got one neighbor to the left. That's it. So
I live in the mountains, so you can imagine the array of characters I have around me.
Oh, beautiful.
That my next door neighbor does reggae.
Goes what?
He's white, but he does reggae. He's a reggae dude.
I'm a white dude married to a Jamaican.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't figure my reggae dude out. Like, they're just two mountain people. He's got long gray dreads, but
Yeah.
he does his
I don't like.
reggae music.
I
He's
would
got
do
his
it.
fades
You
built out back and everything.
Yeah. Yeah. Good people, though.
Yeah, yeah.
Good people. That's all that matters in today's time. If you can meet some good people to hang out with and be friend with, you're doing pretty good.
What I mean, I'm in moonshine country, so you
Are
have
you?
to be, you got to be careful walking up on neighbors saying hi. They don't like it. They really don't like it up here.
Oh, I can imagine that. I can imagine that. When I was in the desert, it was a lot different because everybody's wanting to meet people.
Oh
Everybody's
yeah.
on their RV in a chair. You know how the thing goes. And I moved into this neighborhood. I decided to call it quits after about 8 years, and I have. It seems like I have stepped back in time, my friend Miles.
Mm.
It's very nice. It's quiet. It's swampy. I only got one cracked out neighbor.
There you go. Yeah, we all know the one cracked out. It's like
There's always
yeah.
one.
You always gotta have one.
Everybody got one cracked out neighbor. Well, I got one.
Yeah. Yeah, we got our moonshiners, our crackheads, our farmers. We have one that just drives around cutting up fallen trees all summer long. Any tree that falls over, he runs out there, he cuts it up, he goes and he stacks it at his house. And then come wintertime, when we've all got the wood burning stoves, he comes and hands wood back out. You need some wood?
Hey, that's nice. Hey, y'all got any fainting goats up there?
Oh God, yes. Oh, those are hilarious.
It's my favorite.
Oh God.
M80s or M60s. I don't know what they were called. And I used to ride by and throw them in this dude's yard, and the goats would faint over, and I'd get kicked out of it. Finally, the guy walked out there about after 2 or 3 times. He said, "Man, you got to stop throwing that shit at my fucking ghosts and making them faint." I said, "I will, sir. I won't do it no more." And he said, "Well, since you will do that, come on to the house and we'll just have some homemade wine." And he made homemade wine out of turnips.
Mm.
And it was actually good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was surprised.
Yeah, they make all kinds of concoctions back of it. But yeah, my husband's got a friend that's got some. And of course, like everything here is up a hill. You got to drive up the driveway. And every time he goes over there, all he does is turn in, and when the engine revs to go up the hill, they all fall out.
I love that. I don't know why I get tickled so much about shit like that,
Yeah.
I got a sick personality, I will admit it. It's almost like watching a 10-year-old fall off a bike. Man, I love that shit too. When you see about a 10-year-old trying to jump over his friends, 10 deep.
And their nervous system is set up to where any kind of shock or fear,
yeah,
they go into dead mode. I don't really understand what kind of defense that's supposed to be, God.
But it's
that's what they got stuck with.
I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, they get scared and their brain just goes dead like that. Just
literally, they stop, they get stiff for a minute and they just fall over.
Yeah. Everybody counts to 10 and they start moving back up.
You count on it. Just watch which way they were weighing. If they were down in the hole to the left, they're going left. If they're down in the hole to the right.
But all you got to do is rev your motor to go up the hill, and boom, the whole yard is out.
That is so funny. That is so funny. Mouse, thank you for inviting me on today.
It has been a good one. It's been fun. I'm so glad you joined us today, Steve.
It was a real pleasure talking to you and learning from you. Thank you.
Absolutely. I appreciate you coming in. I have enjoyed it.
Please let everybody know I said thank you. I'm grateful. And
absolutely.
I really appreciate being invited on your show. It was a real pleasure.
Well, thank you. And we're here every Thursday And on Fridays, we're over at Gigi's. We're still trying to fill in the rest of the week. So what we want is for one creator to have a day of the, that way we're like at somebody's every day of the week, just at different people each day.
Oh, no. Now I don't know Gigi's.
Okay,
thing.
that's gonna be
Would-
Gutters Pub. Let me grab her link for you.
Okay, just to drop it somewhere so I can subscribe. Because I'd love to listen. I mean, I don't normally chime in too much, but I will. I love to listen and learn.
Well, mostly it's open conversation. Coffee Club was designed by me for this purpose right here. And it was also kind of a networking tool.
Yes, ma'am.
To where, us that were just starting out, we could get people into our channel and we could find places to go. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And show each other's channel. And that way we could see, like the differences in the channel. Because it's not supposed to be the same.
No.
Everybody's, and get to see everybody's different style and encourage the growth of each other instead of the downfall of each other.
I know that's right. Everybody's got a flavor to put on it, and that's what it's about.
And I love that. Coffee Club is full. We are not one genre. We have artists, musicians. We have people that do horses, planes, gardening, coins. Like there is something for everybody in Coffee Club.
Thank you so much. I look forward to being there.
All right. Okay, I put Gigi's link down there in the chat.
Did you?
Uh-huh.
Let me look. Come on. I don't see it, my friend. Am I looking at the wrong place? Maybe. Oh, there it is. No, that's you.
It should be in chat. Let me go back. Make sure you're on all instead of top chat.
I'm lost, Miss
It's at
Mel.
the very bottom of chat. Should be at the very bottom of chat. Or here, you know what? I'll put it in private chat if that would be easier.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine.
I talk about AI, but you see how literate I am on this shit.
Hey, and that's something else we do in Coffee Club is we do share tips on streaming. We teach each other tricks of the trade, help each other with graphics and topics.
Oh, great. Well, if y'all ever need a hand with anything, just let me know. I'm glad to help.
Well, I'm glad you're a part of Coffee Club now. I look forward to seeing you.
Yes, ma'am. You there?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
You froze for a minute. Yeah.
So I subscribe to that.
We call her Gigi, short for because her YouTube name is Gutters Pub, and the Gigi stands for Gutters Girl. That's why we call her Gigi.
Nice. And what is she about? She's just a fun person.
Oh yeah, she loves topics. She is our conspiracy theorist. She is our major Republican. What else, Army? That like everybody's got a profile. We love having a juicy profile on each other. Because we like to have conversations where everybody is from a different point of view.
It's very important. You learn that way.
It is. Hey, Wanda E. Good morning or good afternoon, depending on where you are.
If you can just keep an open mind, you can learn a lot.
Oh, yeah. And like I said, this isn't about debating. I don't debate. We have conversations just like we would if we were all sitting around having coffee in the morning and just talking about stuff.
Well, thank you for having me on. And we'll talk soon.
All right. Wonderful. Welcome in, Keith.
Okay.
Hello, Keith. It was good having you up here, Steve. I hope to see you back on next Thursday. Day has turned out beautiful. And so if anybody wants to come up, I'll give you a minute. Anybody's welcome to come up. The link is pinned to the very top of chat. I don't know where Army event went. That was a long bathroom break, wasn't it, Mom? Yeah. How's your day going, Wanda? Keith, I'm going to subscribe to you there. Make sure you give me a sub and a thumbs up. All right, guys. Well, I guess I'm going to wrap this one up for today. It's been a good conversation. Remember to spread the word. Coffee Club is for everybody's opinion. All sides, all views are welcome. It's not a conversation unless we have all sides covered. Otherwise, it's just an echo chamber. But you guys have a great afternoon. Go out and touch some grass before the snowy season gets here. I hope you all enjoy your day. Y'all have a good one. I'll see you on the next one.